Hi, if you weren't with us last week in our last webinar, we talked about the challenging and difficult experiences it is for family and loved ones when they have a family member struggling with addiction or chemical dependency. The challenge is to get them into treatment. However, we also talked about the overwhelming positive impact they have on their loved one once they join that treatment process. And not only do they positively influence their loved one, but conversely, the effect that it has on them is very empowering and educational. This week in our webinar, we're going to go a little bit deeper. One of the most important and most profound questions that family members and loved ones ask me in dealing with a loved one who's dealing with addiction is we don't understand how to help, and we're afraid to do things that push them back into relapse. Well, this week in the webinar, we're going to talk about how we educate family members on change and the change process. Behavioral change is one of the most difficult things for any of us to do. There's a reason for that. Change isn't a single event, but it's a process. And in fact, there are very specific stages, at least what the research shows, that we need to understand in the change process, and very specific interventions to make within each stage in order for that process to be effective. So I'm very excited to be with you this next week. Come join us. There's a lot of wonderful things we're going to talk about. See you then.